You and Martin can come over and spend a few days here doing repairs and maintenance.
Really? They're going to give us a hand with the house.
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know if I should show you my face. It's so bad today. It's so bad. But anyway, here, look. It's all over the place. I'm just heading to the dentist. I need to fix that nerve. But I promise you that I will be here every day. And it's very important that I'm here these days because, as you know, we are having a huge problem with our vet bill. I need to make these videos. I need to get your support. Now, watch this video. Beginning to end is very special, because it shows that even in our weakest moments, in our worst times, we will not stop at saving lives. I want you to watch this video till the end. If at some point you want to donate, donate. If you feel moved for what you're about to see, become part of it. But if you don't, just watch it till the end. Let it go and donate at the end. It's very important that we get you on board. We need to have recurrent donors, otherwise we're going to be struggling for the rest of our lives. Okay? Now watch this. It's very special. Enjoy it.
It's 5:10 in the morning and Ivan just pulled a Carla.
Iván acaba de hacer una Carla.
Sí.
Ha hecho un Carla.
Meaning he overslept.
Iván.
Who's that? Hi, Gyro.
It's 5:20. He just pulled a Carla.
Un Carla, en toda regla.
He's overslept. We've been waiting outside for 3/4 of an hour. Unbelievable.
Hey!
I've always wanted to do that.
Siempre lo quería hacer.
And today I had the chance to do it to 2 people at once.
I am so tired. No, venga,
Café.
we're gonna have a coffee and then I'm gonna drive. This one hasn't trust in the car. So, I realized that you don't know this guy. His name is Darío. He's from Argentina. He joined us 3 months ago. He's doing great. Today is his test, the ultimate test. He's gonna drive the Let's Alone car. Let's see how he does. No. He braked with his left foot, used the wrong foot.
He thought it was the clutch.
But it was unintentional.
He's used to driving a manual car.
We're going to keep watching Frank Cuesta's video. He's going through a tough time with the sanctuary, but it looks like things will work out. Okay, so we're gonna go in there. Nikki is this Mastiff mix that has a really bad eye problem. We're gonna see that. In that house there are 10 dogs. This is a rescuer that has lost her way a little bit. People gave her dogs and she couldn't find homes for them. So we're gonna try to help her.
Hola. Uy. Hoy. Hola. ¿Se ha visto? Ah, no. Hola. ¿Qué tal? Hola, hola.
It was the sprinkler. Come this way. It's her. If the ground is slippery, she prefers to drag herself. She also has a hip problem. One day, when she was still a puppy, I came home from the city and found her unable to stand. I took her to the vet, and based on the x-rays, they said it looked like she had fractured the head of her femur, and that's how it stayed. Is that what it is, or not? She was walking fine at 3 months old, and then all of a sudden, this happened. I'm not sure how it happened.
It's okay. We'll check what's going on and treat her. I do notice she's a bit overweight.
Well, she eats half of what the others eat. I try everything I can to keep her from gaining weight.
Your dogs are doing great. I'm really sorry because during our call, I got the impression they weren't being well cared for.
I can assure you they live better than I do. She's been raised with me and hardly lets anyone else touch her. It's not just an issue with her eyesight. I think she might have some kind of mental issue because she didn't develop properly. You know what I mean? She's got a very different personality compared to other dogs.
How old is this dog?
She'll be 2 years old in September.
She's 2 years old. Monse, for heaven's sake. If you told me she was 10 years old, I'd say, she's been with you all her life. Keep her. But she's only 2, Monse. The problem isn't with the dog.
But I can't let her go. She's the one I love and care for the most.
I understand. But the problem isn't with the dog. The problem here is mental. I'm sorry, but think it over. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. You're going to make me cry. I don't want to cry because I've been up all night too nervous about your arrival. I take really good care of them. I buy them liver, I cook chicken livers and mix them with their kibble so they're not just eating kibble. Yes, they're a little chubby, I admit it. But they live well. They're not cold. They don't sleep outside like my neighbour's dogs. In the summer they sleep wherever they want because I leave the doors open, and they come and go as they please. In winter they sleep inside, by the fire, on their beds, on the couch, wherever they like, sometimes even on the bed. I always make sure they're comfortable. I believe that if you have an animal, you need to take care of it. They can't just be guard dogs, and they are guard dogs, by the way. I don't have any alarm system. All the houses in the area have been broken into except mine. You can pet her, but be careful because she's fast and can bite. Other than that, she's affectionate but a bit quirky.
Does she do that to you too?
Yes, she does. That's why I told you she's special. I don't think it's just an issue with her eyesight and hip. I think she has some other problem too. I'm not sure what. I don't know if dogs can have autism or something similar, but she's quite unique. I was petting her and suddenly, without warning, she tried to bite me. I'm quick, but one day she might succeed.
Well, it's cozy in here. The photos you sent didn't do it justice.
That's because Nikki rarely ever wants to leave the house. Today she came out on her own, but most days I have to try to coax her out with the food bowl and she won't budge. She's very stubborn.
Se queda en la puerta como diciendo, ya me traerás la comida porque yo no salgo.
No sale.
She's the queen of this room.
Ella es la reina de esta habitación.
It's difficult to handle this dog. It's not easy.
That's why I use the harness. Yesterday I tried to put on a collar, the only one that fits her. And aside from almost getting bitten, you have to wait for her to decide to get up, and then you quickly attach the leash. She takes the muzzle off by herself.
Y el bozal se lo quita.
I made a mistake. I was too harsh on you, and I'm truly sorry.
Listen, we all make mistakes. I just wanted you to understand me.
You didn't explain yourself well. I thought it was a different situation. I thought you were one of those people who had lost control and had too many animals. It's a common thing. I've seen a lot.
You mean Noah syndrome, right? Animal hoarding.
Yes, exactly.
My instinct would be to take them all in, but I know I can't.
I have 10 dogs, like you, so I know what it's like to have 10 dogs. A person can have 10 dogs without having a pathological condition or a psychological problem. But I made the mistake of judging you, and I shouldn't have done that. Your dogs are extremely well cared for.
I always try to make sure they're okay. They're my babies, I always say that. They love me a lot, and I love them just as much.
But the advice I gave you, what I asked you to do, speak to a psychologist. That's really important, because you need the strength to carry on with what you've got.
I know my problem isn't hoarding animals or saying goodbye to them.
Mi problema es despedirme de ellos. Hace tiempo que me...
My sister and my friends have been telling me for a long time that I need to let go. But that's the hardest part for me. I worry a lot. They get sick, and when they die, because they will die sooner or later, I struggle to accept that death is part of life. My husband is at his wit's end. He says, it's not that you're hoarding animals, it's that you suffer too much for them. If I have to get up 1,000 times a night to give a dog water because it can't get up, I'll get up 1,000 times. I don't mind how many times it takes. And if I have to spend sleepless nights like when they were puppies, I'll do it. I don't care as long as I can handle it. My problem is that sometimes I put everyone else before myself. I think that's my big issue.
Well, will you work on that? I'll put you in touch with someone. Please work with them.
Yes, because I know it's going to be very hard when they start to pass away.
What's the winter weather like here?
It's brutal. So cold, it's terrible. It doesn't snow here, but I wake up in the mornings to find the water bowls frozen.
Are you protected from the cold inside?
No, even with the fireplace and the butane heater, it's only 14 degrees inside.
There's not much insulation here, I see. Does this door close properly?
No. I tried to fix it as best I could, but it doesn't close well.
Dario, are you a handyman? Are you good at fixing things?
Yes.
Well, maybe when we come back to bring Nikki, you and Martin can stay here for a few days and do some repairs, right?
Of course, whatever's needed.
Really? But you're not obliged to. We do what we can. But with the physical limitations my husband and I have, I've learned to do things I didn't know I could do. You'll be coming back very soon, okay, darling? She's going to miss me a lot, I can tell you that, with how quirky she is. And I'll miss her too.
Vale. You'll know at all times where she is and how she's doing.
I trust you. I know you'll take good care of her. I don't trust myself as much to handle all this.
You'll see, everything will be fine. It won't be long, and when she comes back, she'll be slimmer. We'll check what's wrong with her hip joints and do everything we can.
Thank you so much for everything. It's priceless.
We'll help you with whatever we can.
They're going to give us a hand with the house.
When we come back, we'll ask the maintenance team, 2 or 3 people, to stay here for a week fixing things.
We'll make sure they're comfortable here.
Wow, this family is so great. Yesterday when I spoke to her on the phone, I was a bit harsh because honestly I thought that this would be different. I mean, I thought the pictures she sent me, the house looked really messy, and there were too many dogs, and the way she spoke, I thought that maybe, I don't know, there was a little bit of a hoarder situation, but it's not like that. These dogs are so well kept, and yeah, true, they have financial problems, but these people didn't choose to have these dogs. They had 3 dogs, but then they dumped these puppies on them, and they couldn't say no. They didn't. They kept them because over here there are no good families. There are very few good people here. So they were really afraid that these dogs will be put to work, abandoned in some fields or something, and they ended up keeping them all. And now they are over their heads. They really are struggling. But I tell you, these people are so great. So great. I'm so glad that we did this. So we're taking Nikki back to Valencia. We're gonna cross the country again, and we'll be taking her to the ophthalmologist on Monday, and she will also need to have a full checkup to look on those hips, and maybe a thyroid exam. I tell you, Nikki is a handful, but she's really great. It's a really, you know, what is the right expression? Endearing dog. She's endearing. She looks at you and she kind of snaps, but she doesn't hurt you. It's like her way to interact, and she's endearing. She's an endearing lady with problems. So we're gonna help. We're definitely gonna help. Hay una tormenta aquí increíble. So you've seen it. I'm now heading to the dentist. I think tomorrow maybe it's not a good idea for me to come out on camera, but anyway, it's not gonna be worse than this. Please join us, donate. We need you. You've just seen what we've done for Nikki. You will see more of her next week. She's now at the hospital. We're looking at many things, and we need your help. Just please join us. We need you to come on board as a recurrent donor. Without you, we are not gonna survive. Now I'm heading to hospital. To dentist. I'm heading to the dentist to fix this. My God.